Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be a demonstration and review of the Dupli-Color vinyl and fabric dye. I'm going to be dyeing my 2000 Honda Insight carpet. I've already shampooed the carpet, fully wet vacked it, and vacuumed it as well. Clearly it's still got a couple stains on there, and so I want to re-dye this before I go ahead and put it in the car. So I've already shaken this up for about 2 minutes. And what I'm going to do now is apply a pretty light coat horizontally or vertically on the passenger side, and then I'm going to let it dry after I brush it in with a stiff bristle brush, and then I'll go in for a second coat when I feel like it's dried an appropriate time. So as you can see here, this is just a couple more photos of what the carpet looked like before. And at the end of the video, I'm going to put these back on screen and then have them fade into the new pictures so you can see how much of a difference it was. And I'll just have a time lapse on screen of me dyeing it. So as you can see, like I said, I'm going to do a couple of vertical passes, and then once I would spray down one layer, what I would do is grab my bristle brush and I would essentially push the fibers the other way, and then I'd spray another layer to get kind of an even coat. And like I said in the text box right there, when I first sprayed it, it looked tan, and I kind of hesitated, and I was not too happy with it. But as it dried, it became more gray, and I am happy with it. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour since I've applied the coating. I just cleaned my headliner, hanging it up to dry. I'll have a video linked on that in the description. And so I want to give a little update. I did use one full can. I think I am gonna use the second can I bought because I forgot that the e-brake handle goes right here, and I completely forgot that you can see this bit of carpet when you're in the car. And so I didn't dye this because I knew up there you don't see it. So I'm just gonna open it up. I have a couple spots to add a little bit more dye to. So right now the fibers do feel, I don't want to say crispy, but a bit more stiff than they did before. Not an extreme amount, not like something that doesn't feel good. The overall look is pretty decent. I can feel it's a bit more rough in areas that I sprayed a little more than, of course. Like right here I can feel it's a bit more stiff, but it's not bad, you know? I mean, who's really going to be touching that? So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It worked better than I thought, and I'm going to do another coat, like I said, just to cover up some of the rust spots from the seat rails. Probably hard to come across on camera. And overall, just do another final spray down. I'd also recommend that while you're spraying the paint, you go ahead and reshake it every 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how much you're spraying. And also don't point it directly down, otherwise you won't be spraying any more dye. So as you can see in that time lapse, I went a little bit overboard. I kind of realized I spent all the money on this, probably like 25 bucks, not a lot. But I'm not going to be dyeing anything gray ever again. I'm a black interior kind of guy, and so I figured I'd just use the majority of the cans, probably 3/4 of the extra or the second can I used. Really don't think I needed to use that much, but I did. And the carpet still feels great. It doesn't feel like crispy like I said before. I think it took a lot more time, or not a lot more time. I think it took a while for it to kind of dry and set in, but this feels great. It doesn't feel crispy at all like it did in the before clip, and I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it vacuumed off one more time and then start reinstalling it in the Insight. And I'll put some photos on screen once I'm done with that.
All right, so one final review. I've just let it dry for probably another 45 minutes in the sun, and I blew it off with the leaf blower, and it feels great. I'm very happy with this. I would definitely buy it again as of right now. I'm not too sure how it will be in the car, of course.
So as I mentioned before, here are those before and after photos. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The only thing that's not perfect is that little area on the driver's footwell, which has just worn down to the bare plastic, but I can't complain too much. And another suggestion is that if you are dyeing these carpets because there was rust where your seat brackets were, make sure you clean off your old brackets before you put the new carpet in. Otherwise, you're going to ruin all the work you just did. Thanks for watching.